This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
About time for a visit to the doctor.
I don't see that cure arriving anytime soon.
And what exactly will you be doing, might I ask?
You know very well. Tracking down the Piece of Eden.
Enjoy your studies. I'll be out killing Templars.
Ah, Jacob. Miss Frye, how good to see you. Oh, have you seen Starrick's latest lies?
Lies in a newspaper?
What transpired from the new line you're establishing?
Oh, the cables we ordered never arrived. And then we intercepted this. A message mentioning cargo seized at College Wharf.
Then let's unseize it.
Oh, wait. Another intercepted wire contained the recipe for a powerful hallucinogenic serum. I've adapted this dart mechanism to work with your bracers.
Alec, you're a genius.
Well, that patently is untrue. Although I've also discovered that the serum adopts a form of a gas when subjected to heat.
Just when I think you can't surpass yourself.
So buried. Those no crime. Won't bite back now, will you? Lost the human. Don't look yourself up now, are you? Where you been?
There's trouble on the docks, lads! We need to get this load to Starrick now!
Poison. I'm sure Mr. Bell will find this most interesting. Oh, careful there, Mr. Bell.
Every worthwhile endeavor is fraught with dangers, my dear friends. None more so than yours. But you have triumphed once again.
How do you know?
We have entered the age of communication, remember? We've already received word from Greenwich that the shipment has arrived safely, thanks to you.
Have you discovered what else is in that shipment?
Indeed. I'm afraid that Starrick's poison has found its way onto the open market.
If he believes that will stop us, he is mistaken.
Get Starrick's soothing syrup right here! It's all he drinks. Your syrup is liquefying him. It's turning him simple-headed.
Now, look now. You are scaring away my customers. Why don't you bugger off, or I'll give you something to remember me by.
You can't talk to me like that, you little gutterling.
What's all this then?
Oh, sod off!
If you'll excuse me, madam.
You'll be all right now. I'll teach you a fucking lesson. Sit down, or I'll shoot.
What the hell do you want? I'm just trying to earn a living. Oh, you're gonna get it now!
Tell me where the syrup originates.
All I know is they make a run each day between the gasometers and the asylum.
I wonder what's going on over there.
Oh, sir. Didn't expect you so.
The man in charge of the syrup distribution runs a fighting club at the foundry.
I'm leaving.
Don't call for help.
Come on, you blooming Lushington!
Absolutely. We'll be punished for this. Yes, punished.
What's happening?
What's all that then? I wonder if anyone's been killed.
Something strange going on.
I've done a bit of hiding myself.
Where is the syrup made? Speak now or forever hold your...
The distillery. It's the large building beside the brewery.
Now, to stop soothing syrup production once and for all.
Keep a sharp eye out, lads. Someone's targeting our network. The distillery might be next.
You should not go about frightening respectable gentlemen, young man.
I didn't realize snooping around was considered gentlemanly.
Snooping? Sir, I assure you.
Keep vigilant.
Quick, inside. That was too close a call. You, young man, gave me quite a fright. I thought you were one of them. But I realize now why you're here. Same reason I am, I imagine.
I imagine?
You should see this. Rather impressive contraption, wouldn't you say?
I've seen bigger.
Datura stramonium, or devil's snare as it is commonly called. That goes into the syrup. An opium, no less. Revolting. Absolutely sickening. A favorable way to proceed, wouldn't you agree? Find a way out of here, quickly.
What about the other ones?
Take a wild guess.
Very well, young man. Guess I scared him off. I know they're up there.
Someone get him!
Play tricks on me.
Every man for himself! Well done, dear boy. Well done. Charles Darwin, delighted to make your acquaintance.
Jacob Frye, the pleasure's all mine.
While you were busy wreaking havoc, I found this. It indicates that a sample of every batch has been sent to Lambeth Asylum.
I wonder if it's visiting hours.
Don't be so hasty, Mr. Frye. Many people work at Lambeth. You wouldn't want to attract unwanted attention.
What's the fun in that?
Not every problem can be solved by blowing things sky high. Sometimes a little discretion is in order. It's getting late. I will meet you at the asylum to continue our investigation.
I have told you before, sir, I had nothing to do with that anonymous article. Nothing, I say.
That is a lie, sir. And you know it.
Bah, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Nonsense! It is my name and reputation you have willfully besmirched, sir. My very name.
Bah! Drive, damn you, drive!
That is Richard Owen, a vile, despicable wretch of a man.
Really? I could have sworn you were close friends.
Mr. Owen works at the asylum. He will know who made the syrup. Get him! Get him!
Faster, you nitwit! Faster! Whatever Darwin is paying you, it's not worth it. Do you realize how much trouble you're in?
None at all?
If you're trying to intimidate me, Crawley, you're wasting your time.
I've always wondered how much of a beating this type of vehicle could take. I just have a few questions for you, sir.
Whatever it is Darwin wants, I will not give in.
What about Starrick's soothing syrup?
Why would a scientist have any interest in panaceas?
I wager your life, Mr. Owen, that you know something.
Stop! I'm telling you, I do not know a thing. I swear. Nor have I.
Next stop, the River Thames. Better speak now, old man.
Stop! For pity's sake, stop, and I would tell you everything I know. Dr. Elliotson, Dr. John Elliotson. He formulated the elixir. He's the man you want.
Not me! I beg you, good sir! Stop this madness!
Now, was that so hard?
Yes!
Another exciting night home for Evie Frye.
Just on my way out, actually. I found the Piece of Eden.
What's this one going to do, Heal the sick, deflect bullets, control the populace?
They're dangerous objects, Jacob, especially in Templar hands.
Oh, you sound exactly like Father.
If only. Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she is receiving the Piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Sounds like fun. Mind if I join you?
Promise you will stick to the mission.
I swear.
The contents of that box are worth more than your life and those of your entire family. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne.
Careful there! And double the guard on that cart!
Now, Miss Thorne, there's the matter of some papers for Mr. Starrick. If you'll just come this way.
Very well, but make it quick.
Whatever it is she's after, it's in that chest.
There are gunmen on rooftops.
Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
I was hoping for a challenge. Did you find it?
Actually.
There he is!
I think it's best we leave.
What did you do?
It's hardly the time for questions!
Whoa! Come on!
That's more trouble coming.
I'll put a...
What are we supposed to do with papers?
Read them! If only we had the time!
My sister will give you a warning.
Steady on. Easy now. Walk on, girl. Whoa there.
We're going to have to jump.
What about the chest?
Leave it. Jump now.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for the invitation. Let's do it again.
Damn it.
You may have not found a piece of Eden, but this material is invaluable. Look. It says the London assassins had found a shroud.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. the assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
There must be something we're missing.
Something only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Fieldwork is not really my speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object. Don't you want to follow it?
Put that way, one can hardly refuse. Do you know, I think this map may be taking us to the Kenway mansion.
Kenway? The pirate?
Master assassin and a pirate, yes.
Slowly. How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden?
It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London, though. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He traveled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
Indeed. I'm eager to find out myself. It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house.
Edward's son, Hatham, joined the Templars. When he died, the house passed on to Hatham's sister.
And in all your time in London, you didn't go and have a look around? Weren't even a little curious?
Truly, I didn't expect to find anything there. We've no way of knowing how many times the buildings changed hands. I presumed Hatham would have had it stripped bare before he left.
But if Miss Thorne thinks the shroud could still be there...
If there's a vault, the Templars haven't found it yet.
So the Templars owned a house with assassin treasures stored in it, and never located them.
We must be better at hiding things than they are.
I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
I'll be in the study. I don't want to be interrupted unless you have news of the lost notebook.
That makes getting in a challenge.
You still intend to enter?
If this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. Don't worry. We'll stay well away from Miss Lucy. Shall we? Can you check over there?
Of course. What are we looking for?
I'm not quite sure.
What are the Templars not seeing?
Something only we can.
Subtle, is it?
Clearly, Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
This is incredible.
The history of the London assassins. Bolt holes, vaults. A hidden key. This is it.
You say you heard music? There was no opening there before.
It's closing!
Yes, I can see that. Help me block it.
We need to find another way out.
You two, get Henrietta. Try to find if there's another exit. There must be a switch somewhere. Check the walls.
An entire vault, filled with assassin history, left behind once again.
We'll just have to reclaim this one later, or find a better cache.
We? I thought you preferred to stay out of field work.
I was thinking more of you and your brother. I shall provide planning assistance from the train.
Jacob's off marauding. There is a vacancy. Should you desire to broaden your horizons?
Oh, well, Evie, Oh, well, Evie, I will think on it.
You do that. Come, let's get above ground.
Mr. Frye, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen.
Oh, yes, we had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Frye, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
As you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics, and I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
Here it is, Doctor.
We will continue our experiment shortly. In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior, we should see similar protrusions in specific parts of their brains. At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow, forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Frye? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased? Outrageous!
Frye intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps he doesn't intend much of anything at all.
Thank
He's
you,
simply content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick. For their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Frye. This insignificant blemish who calls himself Assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night, so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of, Miss Frye?
Miss Frye shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Frye, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
Miss Attaway.
Yes, may I? Oh. Splendid. You're here to murder me.
I what?
No matter. Everyone has a price. Is this enough?
I'm not here to kill you.
Then what's your game?
Mr. Starrick and the Milner Company have blocked your ambitions long enough. I have a business proposition for you.
Wonderful. Come with me. We have much to discuss, Mr.
Jacob Frye. At your service.
Truer words were never spoken. Malcolm Milner. Starrick's puppet himself.
Careful, you twats! This park scene needs to make it to the Attaway depot.
He thinks he can burn my buses. Let's give him a taste of his own medicine.
Let's give him the whole damn bottle. We'll turn Milner's park scene against him. But I'll need help from my gang.
Such entrepreneurial instinct, Mr. Frye. I shall leave you to it.
Draw and shoot! Inshore! Let's have a salvo! Draw your weapons and focus! Off you go.
Chuffing.
Mr. Frye, good to see you again.
Heave-ho, Jacob.
Primed and ready.
How's that for a taste?
I can see Milner's stock price plummeting already. You're hired. Though I have more business planned for us both. Drop a note to my secretary to make an appointment, and I shall reveal the next step in our scheme.
I don't actually work. Like that.
Mr. Frye, I told you to make an appointment.
My schedule was open.
You're fortunate I like you.
Internal combustion engines.
8 small syllables that mean a great deal of money. The engines will be delivered to Milner by train. Secure them for me, and he will be devastated.
I'll need a second train to pull this off. And I think I know just the man.
So we have a deal, Mr. Frye?
You're fortunate I like you, Miss Attaway.
So, what do you want, Frye?
What makes you so sure I want something? Perhaps I saved you out of the kindness of my own heart. Come on, let me tell you about the job.
Milner's pulling a lot of cargo there.
Just be sure to make the transfer.
Give him hell.
Not what I'm after. Here we go! The internal combustion engine. The end of horse-drawn transport. It's like gazing into the future.
What is the going rate for the future, do you think?
We're not selling them.
You're giving them to your contact?
You'd be paid all the same.
Who is this Pearl, anyway? How long you been working with her?
She's a business partner. That's all you need to know.
Jacob, darling, do join me.
To our fruitful partnership.
And to the shiny new engines now in my possession. Back to business. Milner's fled to the Thames, occupied with securing his ferry. It's all he has left.
Protecting it with his life, no doubt.
The very thing I want you to take. Just kill him.
That's not your first glass of champagne, is it?
Success is more intoxicating than alcohol, Mr. Frye.
Then save a glass for me.
You were supposed to watch over them. What do I pay you this for? I knew this day would come. Mr. Starrick was furious I lost the engines. So this is my comeuppance.
Pearl Attaway led me to you, not Starrick.
Then they're working together again. I should never have come between Mr. Starrick and Miss Attaway. Family always stay together in the end.
What do you mean they're family?
was certain he knew that I belonged to the Order and was there to end me. Imagine my delight when he told me his true purpose. An assassin helping the Templar cause. Isn't that delicious?
It's sickening.
It's business, cousin. Look at the big picture. With Milner gone, I own the only omnibus company left in London. We already have a monopoly on English transportation. The moment your engines power my buses, we will be legends.
That was my plan from the start with Milner. You forced my hand with your clever little train robbery.
Crawford, I thought a reconciliation was in order. Do you have no happy memories of our childhood? Summers in Midford, you and I, down by the brook.
This is a formal meeting, Pearl. Your sentimentality is unbecoming.
Unbecoming? I've had to hear that odious word dribble from men's lips all my life. Refusing to marry is unbecoming. Refusing to allow a man to conduct my affairs is unbecoming. How unfortunate that I didn't accept your hand in marriage all those years ago. How easy things would be for you now. The omnibuses would be yours by right, and I would be at home, acting as hostess to your guests instead of standing here being so unbecoming.
It always ends this way with you, Pearl. I wish it were not so.
You glower too much, cousin. You will get your engines back. Our new motorized buses will bring us both a lot of money.
I'll need to arrange proper transport for the engines to get back to my factory. I want you at Waterloo, personally, to ensure that nothing goes wrong.
Of course. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Today and in all of our future endeavors, cousin.
Waterloo Station.
Ah! Oh, Jacob, Evie, it's you. Thank goodness.
Experimenting, are we, Alec?
Correct.
And looking a bit frazzled.
Nerves. It's those great oafs Starrick keeps sending round to coax me. He is offering a ridiculous amount of money.
Alec, you're not thinking of jumping ship, are you?
Never. I've been working on something in case they get too insistent. It's meant to stun an assailant, should the need arise.
Are you certain that it works?
Not as such. I've made 3 of them with varying degrees of acidity and whatnot. Oh, one must be the right formula.
Let's find some Starrick lackeys to target then, shall we?
Speaking of Starrick, he is still transmitting false information.
We could simply destroy his transmitters.
His company's too well guarded. The bombs will help, but it would be awkward to produce bombs that potentially do not stun. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like opportunity has come knocking. Oh dear, they never looked so angry before.
Stand clear, Alec.
Let us instead play a little linguistic game with them. Take the bombs and climb onto the roof. When I say the name of a fruit, toss one near the thugs.
Right then.
Oh, wait, I nearly forgot. Slip these into your boots, and you will henceforth be immune to all voltaic discharge. I think. Good day, gentlemen. I would ask you in for tea, but I'm afraid I'm running rather late.
Enough of the niceties. We've come to smash your place up, ain't we, Bess?
You got one of them telly what's-its in here, ain't ya? You've been reading messages from the Starrick Company.
That is as untrue as the notion that the Starrick Telegraph Company is emitting impartial information, sir.
Come again?
Your employer's promises are nothing but hot air, and his operations are about to turn pear-shaped.
What you going on about air and pears for?
Oh, I don't know, I feel rough.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, kids, eh? Those playful young scamps get everywhere.
Listen up, Belle, or I'll thump you till your ears are ringing.
Oh, a pun. Your wordplay delights me. And to think I worried you had the mental agility of a dollop of donkey's apples.
I think he's trying to be funny.
Oh, you dropped another one, Bill. You little sod.
What? Ain't me, Bez? Oh, God blimey, it's got me throat.
Oh, those rascals throwing stink bombs again. It happens all the time around here.
Right, tell us where you keep that telly-what's-it. I'll count to 3.
3? Well, let's see how far you get.
1.
Do you really think I would keep it here? Do you see a cable? A telegraph without a cable is about as useful as a bell without a clapper.
I'll give you a bleeding clapper.
Well, bless my boots, you're as purple as a plum.
Good show, Alec.
Thanks to you, Evie. Your mere presence gave me courage and resolve I never knew I had.
I'm glad I could help. Now it's time to shut down Starrick's empire of propaganda.
The longer we can keep Starrick from spewing out false information, the more we can awaken the people with the truth about his operations.
Let's get to it, then.
Would you believe my mother says there are still some wives in her street that swear by that shooting cell? So I took it upon myself to tell her neighbours the truth about the obnoxious draft.
Good on you, Alan. But you can't go knocking on everyone's door.
No, I wasn't always welcome. It shows how false information can be as difficult to stamp out as fishwives' profanities at Billingsgate.
Or rats in the sewers.
But if we can eradicate the source that continually feeds such detrimental trash, then little by little the truth will take the upper hand and the sham will be flushed out.
Let's crack on. Here we are.
We will have to get in without being detected, mind.
While I stun them, you sneak inside.
I shall destroy not one, but 3 parts of the transmitter. He'll be as good as dancing before a public toilet without a penny.
Proud woman.
Shoot!
My dears, Jacob, Evie, thanks are once again in order for supporting what is most dear to me and to our cause, freedom of speech.
It's a blessing that you employ your genius for the common good, Alec.
However, I suggest you vacate your workshop.
No need. Not now you've given me sacks full of courage. And, besides, what with my little devices, I have all the protection I need. Should you find yourselves with a moment to spare, do drop by.
Miss Frye, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Clara. I was just going to check on Lambeth since the asylum's closing. What brings you here?
The children in my care have been falling ill. Our usual tonics aren't working. I came to...
Are you certain you're feeling all right?
Of course, I am, miss.
Clara! Is there a doctor nearby?
Bring her inside. She simply collapsed?
Yes, she said the others took tonic, but it didn't work.
I should think not. Ever since Elliotson was murdered, the district has been overrun with counterfeit tonics. This one needs proper care. But without the appropriate medication, she and the others will quickly decline.
What do you need?
I need supplies. Plenty of them. And medicine. Some of the less common ingredients are being stolen and sold at auction.
I'd be happy to help.
Here's the list. Miss?
Frye. Evie Frye.
I'm Miss Nightingale. How do you do? Please hurry. We don't have much time. You're back. And not a moment too soon. I hope you brought the medication I requested.
How is she?
She will recover.
Babylon Alley, the children.
Thanks to you, we can distribute authentic medicine now.
But is that a permanent solution?
I will petition to have regulations put in place.
Lambert is in your debt.
It takes a long time to change things. But I'm not going anywhere, Miss Frye.
So the hints you found in the Kenway house lead to the monument.
What a wonderful use of your time, following me around asking obvious questions.
Well, since Henry isn't here, I thought you might enjoy the company.
I don't require any company, and Mr. Green is following up on some leads of his own.
Oh yes, Mr. Green. That's a fascinating idea. Oh please, Mr. Green, come and take a look at this book and stand oh so close to me, Mr. Green.
I do not. Well, perhaps you have nothing better to do, but I'm busy protecting the assassins.
Are you really? What was it Father used to say?
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission.
Precisely. Anyway, I'm off. If I find any more wild geese for you to chase, I'll be in touch.
Be ever more pleasant for your absence. This looks familiar. It's in the very top.
Good day, Miss Frye. I'll take that.
You want the Shroud to cement your own power. But what if you cannot control it?
And why do you want the Shroud? Merely to keep the Templars from having it? How like an assassin. To hold the power of eternal life, and yet be too afraid to use it.
Eternal life. Is that what you think the Shroud offers?
What I think is no longer your concern.
Coming with me? I have other plans. Damn it!
Sir, the engine's just pulled into Waterloo. Once Starrick's men arrive, they're gonna unload the train.
Well, not if the train has already left. Assemble a team at Charing Cross. I'll send the engines there for you to recover.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. We will get you into the central station very soon. Where the hell is that schedule?
Central Station's closed. Attaway's orders.
You saw these blueprints, did you not? Were you aware of this floor?
only a minor weakness, sir. The final wagon's otherwise fortified. I'll come over there and deal with you.
What a shame. Good partnerships are hard to come by.
Ours is most certainly dissolved.
It's business, Mr. Frye. One does what one must to come out on top. Crawford will not take the news of my death lightly. He can be unpleasant when he's cross. I have sacrificed so much. I don't want to lose my bosses.
When coldness or deceit shall slide, the beauty now they prize, and deem it but a faded light which beams within your eyes. When hollow hearts must wear a mask.
Mr. Starrick!
I told you not to disturb me! Till break your own to see. In such a moment I but ask that you remember me. That you remember me.
Crawford.
Her luster stripped by the hands of that savage. He must be brought to justice.
Pearl would not want justice. Pearl would want vengeance.
Your passion is most welcome, Miss Thorne. But we cannot let our emotions disrupt the lawful structures of society. If we do that, the enemy wins.
It shall happen in the shadows. Miss Frye will hang from the gallows, and I will flay her brother as he comes to save her.
I suppose it must be done. Take no chances. Increase the Templar presence in London. We alone protect this city of light.
Yes, Crawford. And then we shall enter the vault and cast aside the shadows together.
What have we here?
Boiler. This Dredge character's meddling will be the death of us. He was loitering around the exchange today, asking far too many questions about the bank. Should he discover my plan, you will face a far worse fate than losing your job. Signed, Plutus.
So this Plutus is Starrick's banker, hmm? I wager Dredge will lead me to him.
While you're out and about, do attempt not to destroy modern medicine or the London transportation network.
Don't make me laugh.
Innocent lives hang in the balance. They depend on this city.
I'm not the one who let Lucy Thorne walk away.
A mistake I intend to rectify immediately.
Bus feud ends in blood!
I'll take one.
Here you go, sir.
I say we stop this goodwill towards strangers nonsense and focus on what London really needs. Solid leadership, whose hard work will raise everyone up to success. As go the titans of business, so goes the world.
Oi!
You weak fool! Get a job!
The best guards money can buy won't do Mr. Dredge any good.
Business at the bank.
I wonder what that's about.
I say, this is rather exciting. I wonder what that's all about.
Keep your eyes ahead of you and walk.
Come now. You are barking up the wrong tree, sir. Maybe two. Now, wait a minute. I know that voice. Frye. Is that you? Frye!
Wait, I think I heard something.
Jacob, it's me, Sergeant Frederick Appeline.
Freddy.
Sergeant. Undercover. There's to be a robbery at the Bank of England, I'm sure of it.
Robbery? It's a fortress.
The boys at the station thought I was joking. Wouldn't be so funny if it was their life savings.
Who's behind it?
That's confidential.
Oh, come on, Freddy. I can help you. Imagine the headlines. Thieves caught in the act. Abeline right, all along.
Well, I suppose I can fill you in a little. Every fiscal quarter, a branch of the bank is robbed. Never the same branch. The thieves are supplied by Cockham merchants.
Thanks for the info, Freddy.
It's Sergeant, and I'm keeping my eye on you.
If only I knew which shipment it was, then I could trace the weapons to their owner.
Capital idea, Freddy. Here we are, the shipping docks. Now, where are the Cockham crates intended for Mr. Plutus?
Don't put me down so easy. Push him down in his back.
Hello.
And now to wait for the crates to be retrieved.
Don't want them tea leaves turned to dust, do we?
Protect these crates. Any mistake will cost you dearly.
Keep your knickers on. We hear ya.
Good, because I ain't repeating myself.
It's a shame I can't stop in for a pint.
The weapons are here.
Same routine as before. The twopenny opens a vault, we robs it and leaves the money in his storehouse. Look sharp, the boys are waiting.
To the Bank of England.
Yeah, I will not build a single bus for you criminals.
Oh, you'll do as we say, Bailey. Or we're gonna have to pay you and your family a visit.
You leave them be.
Hey! After him!
There you go.
Faster! Move it! Come on! Get off the road!
Easy, girl. Here now.
Yeah!
Roll then.
Take deep breaths. They're gone.
No, not for long. They'll hurt my kids. They'll I don't know what my kids are.
Come on. Tell me why you've got the Blighters after you.
The city's been turned upside down since Attaway Transport and the Milner Company went belly up. With no one to fill their shoes, the gangs made their move.
That's it.
Well done, Jacob.
As is Bailey, the only omnibus builder in the city, they are demanding that I work for them. I know good men who want to form a united transport company. What is it they say in America? For the people, by the people? That is our intention for the London General Omnibus Company. But those thugs got hold of the deed to Attaway Transport. We need it to begin our company.
Miss...
I sent Roth's men a message. You and your family are safe.
You are blooming brilliant. The founding members of the London General Omnibus Company. Good, moral men. All of them. We'll have buses rolling before you know it. Thank you, Miss Frye.
My pleasure. What good is a key if you don't know what lock it opens?
I dare say Miss Thorne is in the same predicament.
Henry! Mr. Green, here, this is it.
This matches a casket owned by the Queen, kept in the Tower of London.
It's a fortress. I don't suppose you have any friends there?
A guardsman? If you can find him once you're inside.
I'll talk to you again when I have the shroud. Thank you for your help.
Right, yes. Good luck. Evie?
Lots of guards. Predictable patrol routes. Thorn may already be inside. Better stick to the shadows.
The shroud is in a chest that matches the key. Find it and bring it to me.
Halt! Escort to the keys. Halt! Who comes there?
The keys!
Whose keys?
Queen Victoria's keys.
Hers! Queen Victoria's keys! And all's well!
You're not with the Royal Guard. How many of you are there? Tell me.
Let me go. This is treason. Just you wait until I get out. There'll be hell to pay.
You're one of Green's friends, aren't you? Thank heavens you've come.
That Thorn woman has Templars everywhere, disguised as guards.
I think I could pass as one of them long enough to sneak you inside, except the guards out here already know my face. You need to deal with them first. Meet me by the White Tower when you're ready.
That's all for the men out here. What's next?
Miss Thorn wants me captured. If she sees me in chains, she might let her guard down. Can you make it look convincing?
You mean pretend like you're my prisoner? I'll do my best, Mum.
Anything suspicious to me immediately.
I knew we'd draw you out.
Your brother will be next.
I found her
my
wandering
dear.
inside the walls, Ma'am. Thought you'd want to speak with her.
Welcome, Miss Frye. Do you care to tell me where the shroud is? As you wish. I shall find it without your help. And then I'll strangle you with it. Watch her closely. If you're here, you haven't found the shroud either. So, you have murdered me after all. But what good will that do you? The shroud isn't here.
You sought a tool of healing in order to extend your own power.
Not mine. Ours. You are so short-sighted. You'd hoard power and never use it, when we would better the condition of humanity. I hope you never find the shroud. You have no idea what it truly can do.
Tell me then.
No.
Take this down. Then I want it sealed until you receive further orders. Miss Thorn. You supplied me with the means to secure London's future.
The city thanks you. The Order thanks you. I thank you. But the shroud can only be worn by one. Therefore, I hereby dissolve this partnership. I promise to endow you with an income into your old age. That is the most I can do. The Father of Understanding guide you. Yes, what is it?
Miss Thorne, sir.
What of her?
I'm sorry, sir. She is dead.
And the key? Where is the key?
There was no key found on her body, sir.
The shroud will be mine, even if I have to raise hellfire to do it. Burn the letter.
Well, what say you?
You're not gonna like it.
Now, see here. I am graced with the Aberline family's robust constitution.
Two pennies robbing the Bank of England.
The governor of the bank. I think I might need to sit down.
There's no time for that. Bastard's probably deep in the vault by now.
However you get in, I don't want to know.
Of course. But do you know how I can get in?
The bank is designed to protect England's gold reserves. A fortress, guarded under lock and key. There is the bank manager, Mr. Osborne. Only he is allowed free access to the vault. You can spot him near the entrance. And, oh yes, one man keeps a close watch on the vault door. He watches it like a hawk. If he sees you, he's sure to seal it. The guard captain, Gus Howard, knows Twopenny well. He is in on this, I'm certain. Mr. Frye, please use discretion. The only way to implicate Twopenny is to catch him in the act. Do not jeopardize him. No big displays. This is the Bank of England. If you encounter any trouble, I'll be in the atrium. In disguise.
Twopenny won't be leaving that vault.
Where is Twopenny?
Please! I have a family. He's in the vault ogling his priceless paintings.
Oh, fancy. Fitting for Twopenny's tomb.
Faster!
You've stolen your last shilling from the people of London.
Those animals squander their savings. We are the experts in investment. Nothing would be built or improved. Nothing would rise above the muck without our hand guiding. No creating the future. They benefit as much as their work.
It is their city, not yours.
Without our investments, there would be no city.
For the path of the dead.
Thank goodness, the police! We're saved!
Arrest them all for robbing the people of England. The Bank of England is closed until further notice.
The currency a laughingstock. Inflation out of control, twopenny brutally murdered.
And yet Parliament does nothing.
The bill will be defeated, sir. That buffoon Disraeli shall be taken care of. It has been arranged, upon my honor.
Your honor carries little weight.
How dare you, sir!
The poor people of this city have suffered enough. Today I granted a significant rise to my staff in order to counter inflation.
What?
I would supply all of London if I could. Meanwhile, you sit in your club and wax poetic with promises your honor cannot pay. Your family's fortune, however. I wonder what they would offer to keep your record out of the newspapers. About the same as Disraeli would offer for your balls, I'd wager. But let's be generous. Why limit ourselves to one or the other when we can have it all? What say you, sir? Shall I come collect? No more dallying. The halls of Parliament must be free to govern. Again. Understood? You may see yourself out.
Dear Mr. Starrick, men hired. Strike tomorrow. Disraeli's death will stall Corrupt Practices Act indefinitely. Gladstone will be far more pliable. May the father, etc., etc. B. So Starrick's got his finger in politics, has he? I need to enter the Sinopian Club and find out who B is.
Tread delicately around Parliament.
As if I don't usually.
Your indiscretion at the Bank of England caused British currency to nearly collapse.
Nearly is the operative word. Speaking of collapses, what of the key you found that unlocks very little?
Henry took it for research. I am confident that the vault is ours.
Nearly ours, Evie. Nearly. All right, B. Who are you and what's your game? Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli. Now, Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
If we yield up our rights bit by bit to the courts, we can scarcely call ourselves free, sir.
This is so like you, Gladstone. You would rather throw your body upon the gears of progress than surrender one iota of power.
By God, Disraeli, you are a fool! I'll not stand idly by and watch you drag parliamentary privilege through the muck.
No, certainly not. You'd rather return us to the yoke of tyranny. Perhaps while we're at it, Mr. Gladstone, we could repeal Magna Carta and return the crown to the bloody Stuarts.
Odd fellow. Merely because I do not wish to see government placed in the hands of judges, you would make these slanderous accusations? I'll not stand for it.
Then I shall obviate the requirement. Good evening, sir.
B, I presume.
Pleasure to meet you.
B.
B! My name's Herbert!
And why are you following the Prime Minister?
It's just a job, sir! Some old bloke paid me to...
Smug bastard.
Bloody hell! Where'd you come from?
Well, I was born in Crawley, but that's by the by. Who are you working for?
I never got his name. Old chap, big moustache, wore some kind of uniform. Who's ours, maybe?
What's his game?
Please, you'll kill me.
And a 3-story drop will shatter your legs and send you to the workhouse. Difference is you can run from him.
Tomorrow! My lads are going to attack the Prime Minister's carriage on the way to Parliament.
Perfect. So much for the house call. I'll have to find a way into that carriage.
What's the meaning of this? Who the devil are you?
Prime Minister, I'm your new bodyguard, Jacob Frye.
I wasn't informed of any new bodyguard. Who's your commanding officer?
Let the boy speak, Dizzy.
Madam, apologies. But we've learned of a threat on your life. And the Met thought it best to move quickly.
Threat? What sort of threat?
That sort. If you excuse me a moment.
Where'd they come from?
He comes back I'm leaving.
See here. What's all this?
Not so fast, Your Excellency.
Hey! Get back here with that Prime Minister! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa, now!
Everyone all right? He seemed to have come through
He will pay for this!
Thank you. What do you intend to do about Gladstone, young man?
I assure you, madam, Gladstone is innocent in this.
But he tried to kill my husband.
Well, we'll look into Gladstone. Perhaps you can help me with another inquiry, madam. A gentleman with ties to Parliament, older, wears cavalry uniforms and has a large mustache.
You seem like a rough and ready sort of fellow, Mr. Frye.
Well, yes I am, actually.
And are you familiar with the poorer districts of our city?
Roughly.
Wonderful. As it happens, I've been eager to tour the Devil's Acre. If you were to escort me, I'd be happy to assist you in your inquiry.
That strikes me as a dangerous idea.
Then it's settled. Come back here to Downing Street tomorrow night, 8 o'clock sharp. Good day, Mr. Frye.
But I...
Good day, Mr. Frye!
Madam?
Mr. Frye?
Ready to take the air? Devil's Acre should just be coming alive.
I'm afraid I must cancel our engagement. The lawn is crawling with scandal-hunting journalists, and I simply cannot be seen in the company of someone so...
I'll see them off. You follow along when it's clear.
Yes, yes. Be gentle, won't you? The press are notoriously touchy about any violence to their person.
Ha 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 ha. I'll barely ruffle a hair on their heads.
Shh, Desmond. Oh, come on.
That's yours, if you can get those chaps over there to follow me.
Right you are, sir. Blimey! Look! It's Squire Bancroft!
Best lead them astray before they tear me to shreds.
Neatly done, young man. Dizzy ought to keep you on to deal with the liberal.
Easy does it. Walk on, girl.
Look here, I'll never be able to lift it high enough. We need a winch.
Oh, what a rough place. Give me your arm, Mr. Frye. Let us see what the Devil's Acre has to offer. Do you know this gentleman is a... oh, what was it? Yes, a costermonger, of all things. Remarkable how the working classes occupy themselves, isn't it?
Very industrious, I'm sure. Shall we go?
Oh, Mr. Frye, look at those two.
Yes, they seem to be,
I've been married twice, Mr. Frye. I'm fully aware of what they're doing. God bless them. What sort of meat is that man selling?
Best not to ask.
Why? Is it something dreadful? Is it rat?
I don't mean to be indelicate, given the present company, but another name for it is Bow Wow Mutton. Here we are, the old one-ton pub. Best beer in the Devil's Acre.
Marvelous! Do you suppose we'll see a brawl?
Why don't you have a seat?
So, this is a pint, is it? Remarkable.
Nice doggy.
Shut up, dog!
Good boy, Desmond. Hand over the mutt.
You'll change your tune when me and my friends find you.
Now then, Desmond, to get you back to your mistress, whom I've just left entirely unattended in one of London's most dangerous pubs.
Well, if you never told your father how you felt about him, how was he supposed to know?
I never thought of it that way. I suppose deep down we all just want to be loved.
Just so. Here, have a sweetie. Oh, Desmond and Mr. Frye, I'd like you to meet... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
John the Tosser.
Charmed. I think we better get you home.
Right you are, Mr. Frye. Come along, Desmond.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the dog walker.
Now, let's not do something we'll regret.
Knock it! Knock off! Any last words? You'll pay for that! Cut his eyes out!
That's the way.
Well, I must thank you for a most energetic and enlightening evening, Mr. Frye.
No, thank you, madam. Perhaps now you might tell me about the man in the hussar's uniform.
Quite right. Lord Cardigan is the gentleman you seek. Tiresome. Always blathering on about his military adventures.
Do you know where I might find him for a private conversation?
I do indeed. He's in town now, as it happens, campaigning against the corrupt practices here. Perhaps you could catch him in the Palace of Westminster. Do be careful. The government could ill afford another scandal.
I assure you, I'll be very discreet. Easy, girl. Easy. Your stop, madam.
My stop. How delightful. Thank you. Thank you for a splendid evening, Mr. Frye. I shall be sure to speak highly of you to Dizzy. Oh, yes.
Highway robbery! That's what it is!
What has happened?
Your brother.
What's he done this time?
The newspapers are all over Twopenny's murder, and if that weren't enough, someone has stolen the currency printing plates. Was that also Jacob's doing?
I doubt it.
Now, no one trusts the bank or England's currency. There will be inflation, riots, manufacturing will jump to America for the cheap labor. In short, Britain is done for.
Jacob, you've really put your foot in it now. What if I smuggle the plates back into the bank.
Oh. Would certainly help. Better yet, it would call into question the stories on Tupani's murder, which would restore confidence in the economy.
That's settled then. Britain lives to see another day.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, would you mind destroying any counterfeit notes you come across so they don't circulate?
Of course.
It really is very good of you to help. Follow me. The counterfeit money is being spent nearby. Well, if you can call it counterfeit. With those printing plates, it's nearly impossible to tell the real notes from the fake ones.
Mr. Aberline.
If this gets out... Well, I've said this already. When people don't trust their currency, and we're already seeing riots...
Mr. Aberline.
I have the utmost faith in you, Miss Frye.
I can't believe Jacobs managed to shatter the entire economy. Father was right. He acts in haste, and repents not at all. Now to sneak these back into the bank. There. As if they were never taken.
Well, the London papers are running the story of how it was all a hoax. No more riots. Faith in the bank restored. Finally, I might get a quiet night on patrol. Miss Frye, I can't thank you enough.
Glad we've averted catastrophe, Sergeant. Although it's Jacob who should be thanking me. Please tell me again where we are going.
I found a letter from the Prince Consort among Lucy Thorne's research, marked with the same insignia as your key, dated 1847.
1847.
The same year the Prince began renovations to Buckingham Palace.
You think he added a vault for the shroud?
And since there is no map of the palace with the room marked Secret Vault. Your Highness, may I present Miss Evie Frye. Miss Frye, Maharaja Duleep Singh.
A pleasure, Your Highness.
My friend, the plans you asked for have been removed.
Removed? By whom?
Crawford Starrick, or someone employed by him. Yes, I thought you might recognize the name. I know where they are, but it is heavily guarded.
That part will not be a problem.
I thought not.
We're going to need a plan.
I can provide a distraction for the guards while you find a safe way inside.
Oh. Really?
For you, Evie? Certainly.
Well, once I'm inside, I'll find someone who knows where the papers are stored.
And we will be back on the train.
Be careful. What's the plan?
When you give the signal, I'll draw the guards into a fight and then use a smoke bomb to get away.
And I'll take advantage of the confusion. Ready?
Absolutely.
Nothing here. Looks like I have to ask someone where the plans are.
I'd swear, miss, I don't know where they've taken him.
Taken who?
The man, dressed like you. The guards dragged him off.
Henry? The plans you stole, where are they?
I don't know anything about that.
The plans. The mission.
He's an assassin. How much more adult can he get?
Ready to fire! Target in sight! You're dead!
Henry.
Evie, they sent someone to move the architectural plans. Do you have them?
Did they hurt you?
I'm fine.
Let's go.
What about the plans?
The plans are lost. Just concentrate on escaping, please. Gunman on the rooftop.
Get away from me, girl!
Won't bite that now, will you?
Anything I should know about?
I've been seeing adverts in the show. This thing's stuff. Might be a lock.
Get Miss Nightingale to look at that. I must find the vault before Starrick secures the shroud.
We'll talk to the Maharaja again.
I will talk to the Maharaja. You will get your head looked at.
I'm sorry my capture hasn't done your plans.
You'd be safer on the train.
Even if you find the vault, you can't just walk into Buckingham Palace alone.
I won't be alone. I'll see you back at the train, Mr. Green.
What's this nonsense about needing a password to see Lord Cardigan today?
Relax. I've got it in my pocket.
Look sharp, men. Allow no one past unless I authorize them. Cardigan has gone too far this time. I've a mind to contact Scotland Yard myself.
Come now, gentlemen. I thought us united in opposition against this perfidious law.
I want nothing to do with
Pardon me, gentlemen. Sergeant Freddie Aberline of Scotland Yard. Where might this scandalous activity be taking place?
Oh, yes. It's, just this way. Follow me, Sergeant. But discreetly, if you would. One doesn't like to be seen airing a fellow member of Parliament's dirty linen.
I'll be very discreet.
Now, what was that?
Usually I would be in disguise, but my clothes all fell into the Thames.
I beg your pardon.
No password, no passage.
You know who I am? I'm a member of Parliament.
No password, no passage, sir.
Shame. Shame. Where would we have been at Balaclava if we had turned our coat?
Password.
Balaclava. Come in.
Ah, Minister Hacker. One moment. Now then, let's discuss this like... Good God! Who the bloody hell...
Oh, shut up.
Coward! Villain! Alas, that the hero of Balaclava should fall not on the gloried fields of Crimea, but to an assassin's blade in the very halls of power.
Are you finished yet?
Take your bow, knave, for you have managed what no Russian battery, what no Indian tiger could achieve. Claim your trophy, and may you choke on it.
Yes, but do tell me more about Balaclava.
Farewell. Farewell, dear Britannia. Your dawn shall be dimmer that the Earl of Cardigan sees it not. God save the Queen and the 11th Hussars!
What a prick.